Friendship Village, coming at you again. And I don't know why I stumble over that every now and then. It's really not too hard to say. Anyway, we're glad to be here, and we're glad you're here to listen to us because we have a most interesting guest that you'll meet shortly. And we know you'll like her because you probably already do like her. So, but before we go, we want to mention who our sponsor is for this podcast. And each time we like to highlight and acknowledge a special group here who works for Friendship Village. And so today it is the kitchen chefs. And we know we have some different chefs in each of the buildings that provides food. So to all of those, we say a job well done, and we thank you for your diligence and creativity. I've heard that commented several times. People appreciate the variety of food that's available to them. So we are thankful for that. Now, let's see, before we go on, I have just a couple of real quick jokes. Okay. Just kind of like one-liner things here. So put on your joke ears, and here we go. What did the janitor say when he came out of the closet? Supplies!
Okay.
And what do you call a cow with a twitch? A cow with a twitch. Could be called beef jerky.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I like that.
All right. Well, we got a couple of smiles here, so I figure we're on our way. So today we're starting with our interview, and Mary usually begins it, so take it away, Mary.
Okay. Today we're interviewing a very nice lady who lives at the Terrace. Her name is Beth Farber.
Hey.
She and her sister live together over at the Terrace, and she has agreed to give us a little interview here. So welcome, Beth.
Thank you.
And we always start out our interviews. Have you listened to some of them?
I've listened to a couple.
Okay. With where were you born?
Well, actually, I was born here in Waterloo at Allen Hospital, but we were living in Independence
Okay.
at the time.
Okay.
But Mom's parents lived here in Waterloo.
So she came over here to have her children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. How long did you live in Independence?
From the time I was born until 1980 when I finished school, getting my
So that was
nursing degree, I moved here to Waterloo.
That was your home growing up then in Independence.
Yep.
Yeah. You have a nursing degree?
Yes.
Oh. What a certain specialty or?
Well, I went to a diploma school. It was back in '72 when I went to school. That's what Allen had as well. But you want to go away from home, but not too far. So I went in Oak Park, Illinois.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Wow.
so that was a 3-year program. And then I came home. I lived at home and worked at the hospital there while I took classes at UNI, and then went down to Co in Cedar Rapids for a year to
Okay.
finish getting my BSN.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when I came to Allen, I worked in coronary care initially.
Oh,
And then they combined coronary care and surgical intensive care. And after a few years of that, I kind of burned out and went out to the surgical floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Stayed there till I retired from Allen.
An interesting career in nursing. My mother was a nurse too. And, there's a lot of stories you can tell about nursing and patients and things that happen. So you finished high school in Independence and then went on to the various places for nursing education. And graduated from there and had your various jobs. Did you live by yourself then eventually, or live with your sister?
Initially, when I came to Waterloo, I lived with my cousin for a year or so, and then I got an apartment by myself, and then I bought a house. And then when our parents, Martha and Mom and Dad moved up to Waterloo in '88,
Okay.
and Martha lived with them. And when Dad and Mom moved into Friendship Village here, I sold my house, and Martha and I bought their house,
Okay.
which was built by our great uncle,
You're
kidding.
Mom's great uncle.
Okay.
So I didn't know your parents lived here, though. How long did they live here?
Well, they moved in '97. Mom had dementia and had a stroke, and so she was in the med center. And she died in 2003, and Dad had an apartment, and he died in 2007.
So was she over in the other building?
Yeah,
in the
old
med center over
center.
there.
And
Okay.
Dad was in Park Lane.
Okay. Yeah, that was small compared to what we have now.
So when you and your sister first moved in here to Friendship Village, it was in Park Lane?
No.
No, we moved into Terrace.
Oh, that was your, okay.
Yeah, that was Mom and Dad.
Oh, they moved to Park Lane,
Back
okay.
Now you had a couple brothers too, I
Yeah.
understand.
Had an oldest brother, Charles. He passed away in 2019, and then our other brother. Well, Martha says I threw it off because it was Charles, and 4 years later George was born, and 4 years later Martha was born, and I was born right between George and Martha.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Well, you know, when I think of the name Elizabeth Fowler, I think of somebody who has a sister who makes a lot of cookies. That's kind of how and to hear now she's got a bachelor's degree in nursing, and she's had all this experience. That's kind of just a new thing for me. So I'll treat you with a little more respect, maybe, as I see you walking down the hallway. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Do you miss nursing?
oh, yes and no.
Parts of it, probably.
It was, there have been so many changes over the years. It
Yes.
was getting kind of more high tech than.
Right. There's so much to learn and so much to do. I just, have had experience with the nurses taking care of me, and I just marvel at how good they are. Everybody works to their capacity, I guess.
Yeah.
So when did you retire?
Well, I actually retired. I mean, I think I was ready to, but I was like, I think I have to go another year or so, but they offered early retirement to the older
Right.
nurses.
Right.
And I
you
was
do that.
like, well, if somebody wants to pay me to retire.
Hey.
Yeah.
So and in December of 2016,
Okay.
retired.
So that was before you were 65.
Yeah, it
and
was-
the usual retirement.
It was, 2 years before I turned 65, because I was thinking if I worked another half year, then I could retire and COBRA my insurance for the 18 months, and then I'd be 65. So
Yeah.
I had to come up with my own insurance for 6 months between.
Oh.
So then, as long as Martha won't be interviewed, we'll still talk about her a little bit.
Yeah.
So what did
You can share any secrets you want.
what did she pursue when she graduated?
Well, she lived at home with Mom and Dad, which, was good.
Yeah.
The reason that they were able to stay in the home.
Right.
And Mom was the librarian in Independence,
Oh.
and Martha worked
Mhm.
there at the library with her. In fact,
Oh,
kind of the last few years, Martha did a lot
Mm-hmm.
more of the stuff. And so then when Mom retired, she moved up to Waterloo with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just kind of had odd jobs.
Sure.
And Johnson's Bakery was about 3 blocks from where they lived, and so she got hired there. But she doesn't like heat.
Oh.
Oh.
So every summer she'd go, I can't work here. And she'd kind of quit. And then if she hadn't found anything, she'd check back in the fall, and Sharon was so happy to rehire her.
Oh, I bet they were. I bet
She
they
wanted
were.
to clone her.
That's where she picked up her talent of baking, probably.
No, she had
Oh.
baked forever. She didn't really do any of the baking.
Oh.
When she first started, she worked in the front room with,
Right.
selling the stuff. And then later she worked in the back during the night with frosting
Mm-hmm.
all the donuts.
Now, did your
and-
mother bake? Was she a baker?
Yeah.
Okay, so she probably picked it up from her,
Yeah.
helping her. And you were busy nursing, so you didn't have time to bake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really had no interest.
Yeah. Either you like it or you don't.
I used to sew, but that kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah, well, we all have past talents that we had. I did a lot of things too, and then I picked up some newer talents. So what is some of your hobbies that you do now?
Mostly it's reading.
Yeah. Do you go to the public library here, or do you go to the library in the buildings?
No, when we moved here, Marcia said she wouldn't come unless she could bring all her books.
Mm-hmm.
She rereads her books, so she keeps them.
Okay.
So we have like 12 bookcases in our apartment.
Oh my gosh.
12 bookcases.
And every 8 weeks when we go down to Cedar Rapids, I get an infusion for rheumatoid arthritis. We go to the used paperback exchange.
Oh, I've been to that place. That's a big place. Yeah, that was fun. I went to that. My daughters took me to that used bookstore.
Used
Yeah.
bookstore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really big. And we would all pick up books, for just a very nominal fee. And that was fun. I haven't been there for a long, long time, but it's big.
So
Bring them home, add them to your collection, huh? Do you ever get rid of any books?
the ones I get, I tend to read once and then they can go back. But like I said, she likes to reread hers.
Right. Would you put any on the book sale when we have the annual sale around here?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Somebody will inherit all those books, won't they?
As I said, well, they never told us when we moved in that there was a weight limit.
Oh.
Who's right below you over there?
Mr. Pfister.
Okay.
Mr. Pfister. So, our apartment, we joke that everybody has their apartments so nicely laid out and everything, and ours kind of looks like a dorm room.
Oh, okay.
We have all the bookcases, and we have 2 cats, so we have like 5 cat trees.
Those are cute. Yeah, yeah.
So
Do you each have a cat, or are they yours together?
they're kind of together. I mean, we call the one mine and the long-haired one Martha's. She wanted a long-haired. So
Yeah. Mhm. What are their names?
the older one, who's 8 or 9, is Bugaboo.
Bugaboo.
And she's all white with blue eyes.
Ooh.
She's the one that went off the 3rd floor balcony,
Oh.
a year or so ago,
No.
and everybody was looking for her. And the
She
nights-
jumped clear down?
Well, we think the other one, who is now 3,
Pushed her.
he likes to try and get her to play, and so he'll leap at her from behind, and we think she was looking through the bars, and he leaped and knocked her
and
off.
He leaped and she leaped. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Did she land on all fours, I wonder? Because that's
she
usually
must
what they
have.
do.
The only thing she had when we got her back was a scratch across her nose.
Well, she used up one of her 9 lives then, didn't she?
The night security guard spotted her at 4 a.m. 3 days later and called. And
Where did you think she was in those 3 days?
Somewhere out in the grounds.
Okay. Wandering around, but she probably wasn't. She was probably hiding.
And it had rained like the day before, and she wasn't really white anymore.
Oh, poor thing.
So
Took her a while
I
to get
kind of
her.
remember this time, and the kind of an alert went out. Keep your eye open.
Oh.
Keep your eye open for a white cat.
I never heard that. I never heard it.
yeah. So he called, and so I'm out there at 4 a.m. crawling through the dewy grass trying to get her to come to me.
Oh.
Hmm. She was probably just frightened badly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So took
So
her
you
upstairs and threw her in the shower. Which probably woke the whole building.
Hmm.
And
Cats
then
do not like baths.
we took her to the vet, check her out.
Yeah.
So when we got her home from all that, she turned her back on us and wouldn't speak to us the rest of the day.
Oh, well. I can see why sometimes. They have their own mind.
So, and the other cat is Mister.
Oh.
It's after a cat in one of Martha's sci-fi books.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a long-haired gray and white.
Does he leave Bugaboo alone now?
Oh no.
He's still taunting her.
And sometimes they seem to, our poor neighbor below us, they seem to be most active. Like, well, Martha gets up like around 3 or 4 in the morning, and the cats want to be fed, and then they get the zoomies and are racing back and forth. Martha goes, "Did you hear them?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, there are quite a few people in this building now that have cats and dogs.
Yeah.
And different ones have their little pets, which is nice. My kids keep saying, "Don't you want a pet?" I said, "It's too late. You can't have a pet now. You're already living here."
Yeah.
So, unless it's one that you can.
Is that still the policy? If you move in with a cat, you can keep it.
Yes. Yes, I think
But if
so.
the cat
You can't get
moves
one
on,
after you've been
yeah,
here a while.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I think if one of ours died, we could get a new one.
You might be able to replace it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could claim it as a therapy cat.
That's what Martha
Mhm.
keeps saying. That. Well, Mister weighs 16 pounds.
He's a big one.
So she
Did
says
they ever
that
get out in the hallway?
they're scared to death. They hear voice out in the hallway and they're under the beds.
Well, that's probably okay. But somehow she was out on the balcony.
Yeah, we propped the door open.
Okay.
They're the only ones who use the balcony.
Oh.
It's too hot for us.
Yeah.
And too buggy.
So
How do your cats do on July 4th?
Doesn't really seem to bother them.
It doesn't. Oh, okay.
I don't think fireworks bother cats as much as they do dogs.
Dogs,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dogs are just, they go ballistic
Yeah.
with all the fireworks and all that. Or even a loud car going by popping.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs.
Yeah.
And lightning and thunder, too.
And they don't seem to notice the helicopter coming and going.
Oh, that's right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Never thought of that. Yeah, I think that cats are kind of in their own little world.
Yeah.
So that keeps you busy buying cat food and cat litter and all that good stuff.
Ah, yes. We keep looking at them going,
How much
you know,
longer?
if we hadn't have had cats all these years,
Look at the
we'd
money
probably
you would have.
so much
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. Did you grow up with pets too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started with dogs, but something always seemed to happen to them, and
Mhm.
then we were in like 2nd, 3rd grade, and Mom picked us up for lunch and made us get in the back seat and And then she was like, look over the seat, and there were 2 little kittens.
Oh, precious.
And we've had cats ever since.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we had cats, and I had 'em when I was growing up. My mother liked pets, and my dad liked them too. He wasn't home that much, but he enjoyed the pets. And then when we got married and had our family, we started getting some pets for the kids, and they loved them. And now 2 of my daughters both have pets. My son, I think he has fish. He has fish because they're not home enough to take care of pets. He is, but he isn't going to walk the dogs. So, and then, yeah, his one daughter has a cat, but the other 2 do not yet. So, animals, they're good. They are therapy. Animals are therapy. Whether you need them for therapy or not, they still are therapy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, listen, Beth, I don't mean to be nosy, but in your arrangement, you're in like a 2-bedroom facility,
Yes.
so you each have your own individual space to
Right.
go.
just like I do here. I have 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
2 bedrooms. Yeah.
Mine's a guest room,
Right.
and my office, and my
Yeah.
junk room, and all that good stuff.
And you do have guests who come?
Oh, yeah, I
Your
have guests
sister,
from time
your
to time,
son,
yeah.
My last few years, they were kind of making a thing where, they had what they called a charge nurse for each shift.
Okay.
And I worked 3rd shift, and nobody wanted that. But they were pretty much going to 12-hour shifts, which I did not
Oh, yeah.
want.
They do that now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the only way I could have the 8-hour shift was if I took the charge nurse
Oh.
position. So
Oh.
I don't have the right whatever for being in charge,
Being
but
in charge.
I was that, and mostly, we all worked together and stuff.
Okay. We're moving right along
You
here.
bet.
Yeah. I take it you like it at this place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you miss the house, the extra room you had and
Extra rooms. Yeah.
everything, but didn't miss the shoveling and raking and
Right, I would say
mowing.
the extra work that went into caring for a home. I mean, yeah, we all miss our homes. I think of the last one. I've lived in many homes, many houses, many towns. But the last house, it was fun to live in, fun to entertain. I mean, because you have more room in your house to entertain, have family come and friends. But again, there's all the maintenance and the taxes and the insurance and all that goes with it. Here it's all kind of a package deal.
Right.
So, and they package it for us and let us know, and that's all there is to it.
Mhm.
There's a comfort in living here, a good comfort. And then again, as we always say too, you have people that watch out for you, look after you, take care of you,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then there's the social activities.
Right.
Which of the social activities do you like?
Well, we do the body basics and breathe and stretch exercises
Yeah, we do the exercises here. Yeah.
Yeah.
and enjoy, the singing things they have in and different things like
The different
that.
entertainers that they have,
Yeah.
music and
Mhm.
otherwise, and the chorus that he sings in.
Yeah.
That's a good group to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have quite a bit of entertainment, although I've had to cancel some because of sickness,
Right.
but maybe they'll pick it up again in September.
Yeah.
So we hope so anyway.
So if anyone were to ask you, do you think I ought to move out there to that place? I mean, you'd probably want to encourage them to think seriously about it, right?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
most part, it's very good.
Okay.
Now, do you each have a car?
No, Martha doesn't drive. She never, she went through driver's ed,
Mhm.
eons ago, but she's never really wanted to. And
Mm-hmm.
with George and I, she never had a chance if she did want to, because we were always fighting over who got to drive.
Who got the car? Yeah.
So we just have the one car.
Yeah. Now, right now, or some time ago, were both of you still employed someplace, working? Somebody said you were working.
We just, not this past spring, but 23 spring, our doctor, Dr. Contos, had called, and she was having trouble staffing her office. And so she had called some, like, my retired nurses and asked if, any of us would be interested in helping out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked Marth, besides working at the bakery, when she finally left there, she worked 10 years at Allen Hospital as the unit secretary,
Mm-hmm.
and then in medical records.
Oh, yeah.
On the night shift, till they went with all computer.
Yeah.
But so Marth worked on doing some scanning of the charts and
Mm-hmm.
the computers, and these two other nurses and I just helped to, check patients in and everything for her. The other two kind of lasted a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So then it was just Martha and I. And then when she retired, we stayed and were helping them, close down the office.
Right.
So,
you were employed after you moved here for a while.
yeah. Just
Now you're both officially retired.
pretty much. They're still trying to sell the office and sell the house. And so we just help them out.
Sure.
Sometimes her brother will call and say, the electrician's going to be at the house, and they all live in Minnesota now. So we go over and wait and let them in and do things like that for them. So,
Keeps you busy.
yeah.
Think of anything else to ask our guest?
Would you say there's any one favorite activity at Friendship Village you enjoy doing or going to?
Enjoy, the going to the different things and visiting with people, and
Okay.
then when
Oh,
you
you
don't
have-
feel like it, you can go back to your room.
Do you have a church affiliation here in Waterloo?
We go to Bethany Bible Chapel. It's
where's that
corner
located?
of Green Hill and Round in Cedar Falls.
Oh, okay.
We're right next to the Lutheran High School on Green Hill.
Okay. I think I can picture that. Yeah.
We just got done doing some remodeling because we were sort of bursting at the seams, and so they enlarged the main room to put in like 250 more chairs.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you have a big congregation then, don't you?
We do.
Wow.
So when between meetings they have, fellowship time for half an hour, and so sometimes Martha will make goodies for it, and she makes like usually between 400 and 500.
Wow, that's a lot. Your apartment's just more than she needs her own bakery. That's what she needs. And get extra room. Or we got rooms over here, she could set up a bakery.
Yeah, right. And you just have a regular oven at your place, not a, okay.
Yep.
Had counters and tables full of stuff.
Yeah, we have quite a few small, folding tables. And, she was like, well, when we move, we won't be able to take these. We go, oh, we can work them somewhere. And so she's glad we brought them all, because she sets them up all over to put all her trays on. And
does she take orders from people to bake different things?
she does. She says as long as they don't expect perfection.
Looks like perfection to me, what I've seen. And good taste.
Well, we are about at the end of our line here.
Right. We've covered just about everything, I think.
I enjoy working with your brother, George.
Oh, you know him.
Yeah, he and I run into each other over at the lodge on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
He
great guy.
he helps Ron with some of the Bible studies.
Oh, I've seen that
Kind of a
name.
kind of Ron's right-hand man, sort of.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen the name. Yeah.
Plus, he's a pastor just full-time besides that, right?
Yeah, our church doesn't have a pastor per se.
Okay.
It's just men of the assembly that.
Oh, all right.
But George did go to, Bible school and seminary and stuff. So
Okay.
he's got a lot of.
He is an ordained
knowledge.
pastor that, no.
No, I mean
No.
he didn't. We don't do
And
that.
he enjoys, in the summer, he enjoys going to the teen camps,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
Kansas and Oklahoma, just all wherever.
It was Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Michigan.
Oh, his name is out there so they can call him, I
Yeah.
bet, to come and help out. Oh, that'd be fun.
So, but he's 75 now. So.
Yeah, but he's not going to give up. As long as you like what you're doing,
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Now, does he have a family?
Yes, they have one. He's the only one of us that got married, and they have one daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in Chicago. She's married to Logan, who is in his residency at Loyola for ER doctor.
Okay. Do they have children?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
They love Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Either you love it or you don't. Yeah.
She's one of the resident directors in the dorm at Moody
Okay.
Bible Institute for
Mhm.
the girls.
Oh, okay.
And she just loves that job.
You probably don't get to see them too often, or they're busy with
Not
their...
too often.
Yeah.
And she plays a mean viola, I think.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she has a beautiful singing voice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do either of you sing?
No, we can't carry a tune.
We're always looking for new people in Village Voices,
Yeah.
our singing group.
Yeah, right.
No, people would run screaming if they heard us sing.
Well, now that comment should encourage the rest of you to come out, be a part of Village Voices when we
Mhm.
start up again. Yeah. Should be pretty soon.
It'll be in September, I'm sure. We'll all get an
September.
email from our director.
Okay. Yeah. You've met our director, Cindy Lear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we do have to close now. And we'd like to close this way by saying, may the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet once again. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
That wasn't hard, was it?